Rule 9. Narrow channels. Rule 9A. A vessel proceeding along the course of a narrow channel or fairway shall keep as near to the outer limit of the channel or fairway, which lies on her starboard side, as is safe and practicable. Explanation. When navigating along a narrow channel or fairway, a vessel must keep as near as possible to the starboard side, but only as is safe and practicable. Why this rule exists: creates predictable traffic flow, reduces meeting and head on situations, what allows deep draft vessels to plan safely. You are not required to keep close to the bank if it is unsafe. Shallow water, moored ships, bank effect. Narrow channels as well as fairways are not easily defined. Important factors to determine if a fairway is in fact a narrow channel are the width of the navigable fairway. The draught and the maneuverability of the vessel are important with respect to a fairway. Traffic separation scheme is not a narrow channel and is subject to Rule 10. Officer of the watch decides if he is sailing in a narrow channel or not. Rule 9B. A vessel of less than 20 meters in length or a sailing vessel shall not impede the passage of a vessel which can safely navigate only within a narrow channel or fairway. Explanation. Vessels under 20 meters and sailing vessels must not impede a vessel that can safely navigate only within the channel, usually large or deep draft vessels. Even though sailing vessels normally have priority, they lose that priority in narrow channels. Rule 9C. A vessel engaged in fishing shall not impede the passage of any other vessel navigating within a narrow channel or fairway. Explanation. Rule 9C requires that the passage of other vessels navigating within the channel should not be impeded. It implies that fishing is permitted when the channel is not being used. Rule 9C has a wider application than Rule 9B. It is not only vessels which can only navigate within the channel which must not be impeded. Even sailing vessels and small power-driven vessels must be allowed to pass along or across the channel or fairway. Fishing vessels are therefore only permitted to fish in a channel or fairway when they are able to get an early indication of the approach of other vessels, which will enable them to clear the passage in sufficient time. Rule 9D. A vessel shall not cross a narrow channel or fairway if such crossing impedes the passage of a vessel which can safely navigate only within that channel or fairway. The latter vessel may use the sound signal prescribed in Rule 34D if in doubt as to the intention of the crossing vessel. Explanation. Vessels must not cross a narrow channel or fairway if by doing so they impede the passage of any other vessel which can safely navigate only within the channel. However, this does not mean that the crossing rule does not apply in narrow channels. A power-driven vessel, which can safely navigate outside the channel, must keep out of the way of a power-driven vessel which is crossing the channel and is approaching from her starboard side so as to involve risk of collision. In a crossing situation, vessels should, if necessary, reduce speed in compliance with Rule 8E. The main purpose of Rule 9D is to reduce the number of dangerous crossings in narrow channels or fairways, often caused by relatively small vessels, which could usually avoid the danger by waiting until the passage is clear or by a better anticipation of the prevailing traffic situation. If a vessel restricted to the channel is in doubt of the intentions of a vessel crossing the sound signal, comprising of at least 5 short blasts, should be given in compliance with Rule 34D. Rule 9E1. In a narrow channel or fairway, when overtaking can take place only if the vessel to be overtaken has to take action to permit safe passing. The vessel intending to overtake shall indicate her intention by sounding the appropriate signal prescribed in Rule 34C1. The vessel to be overtaken shall, if in agreement, sound the appropriate signal prescribed in Rule 34C2 and take steps to permit safe passing. If in doubt, she may sound the signals prescribed in Rule 34D. Explanation. Overtaking in narrow channels is restricted and controlled. If overtaking is possible only with cooperation from the vessel ahead, the overtaking vessel must signal its intention, Rule 34C1. On hearing a signal from the overtaking vessel indicating which side she intends to pass the vessel about to be overtaken, should indicate agreement if it is safe to overtake, and take such action as may be necessary to permit safe passing. It would be good seamanship to move away, as far as is safe and practicable, from the side of the fairway in which the overtaking vessel intends to pass, to allow a greater passing distance, and furthermore to reduce speed in order to decrease the period of running closely parallel to each other. A vessel about to be overtaken must take account of the signals of intent made by the vessel wishing to overtake. If it is not considered safe for the other vessel to pass the signal of at least 5 short rapid blasts could be made on the whistle. This signal indicates doubt about the intentions or actions of the other vessel and implies that the vessel ahead does not consider it safe for the vessel astern to attempt to pass. In such circumstances, the whistle signals should, if possible, be supplemented by the use of VHF radio communication to clarify the situation. Rule 9, E2. This rule does not relieve the overtaking vessel of her obligation under Rule 13. Explanation. Even in a narrow channel, the overtaking vessel remains fully responsible. Rule 13, overtaking, applies without exception. You overtake, you keep clear, regardless of channel limitations. Rule 9F. A vessel nearing a bend or an area of a narrow channel or fairway, where other vessels may be obscured by an intervening obstruction, shall navigate with particular alertness and caution, and shall sound the appropriate signal prescribed in Rule 34E. Explanation. This rule applies to all vessels, not just to power-driven vessels, and is extended to cover areas of a narrow channel or fairway where other vessels may be obscured by an intervening obstruction. On approaching a bend or section of the channel where other vessels may be obscured, a vessel must sound one prolonged blast as prescribed in Rule 34E. If, a few minutes later, a signal is heard from another vessel which is approaching the bend, this must be answered by a further signal of one prolonged blast. The bend must be rounded with alertness and caution, regardless of whether an approaching vessel is heard. A power-driven vessel must not cut the corner and get onto the wrong side of the fairway. When two power-driven vessels approaching from opposite directions hear each other's signals, it may be a precaution demanded by good seamanship for the vessel stemming the tide to wait until the other has passed clear. Rule 9G. Any vessel shall, if the circumstances of the case admit, avoid anchoring in a narrow channel. Explanation. A vessel anchored in a narrow channel is likely to impede the safe passage of other vessels. Thick fog may not be considered justification for anchoring in a channel or fairway, as it is common practice for many vessels to proceed with the assistance of radar. A vessel which finds it necessary to anchor in a narrow channel should endeavor to do so in a position where she will not obstruct the flow of traffic.